even before that, we was at his sister's detox lounge.
Okay.
So that's where I met you guys at. But
I still don't remember running into you.
I don't either.
yeah, it was you, DC Fly. Y'all was there, and I was like, okay.
How many shows did you do there? Was it just that one?
I think that's when we met Andre Wright too.
Okay.
Because I think he was doing a show there that night.
How many shows did you do at Detox?
I think I only did the one. I think so.
Okay, because I thought so. I was like, I was there too.
That's the one that Myron was at, Myron Pierce?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, right?
Yep.
I definitely, did we talk?
No.
Okay.
Y'all were so like getting out.
we were on it, man, because we were working. Not only were we performing, but we were also like running sound.
Yeah.
Welcome back to another episode of our Humble Podcast. I'm your host, GT, here with my amazing co-host, Ride or Die, Christina. How you doing today?
Tired, riding.
Why are you so tired?
Because I just spent 7 hours in the car.
That's a long time in the car.
It is, especially because you like to keep it cold, and I didn't have a blanket, so I couldn't sleep.
Sorry.
It's okay.
We had jackets. Could use a jacket.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, we're here in studio, like literally just beelined it from Kansas City. Shout out to Kansas City. And our guest today was with us in this trip. They got back before us, so he's a little more rested.
Because they left a day, not because they were speeding.
That's true. They left before us. They were speeding and they left early.
Right.
But shout out to my man, GodMade Litty.
Hey.
First time on any podcast. Right?
Yep, very first time.
Gotta strike while the iron's hot.
Strike while the iron's hot. Welcome to our Humble Podcast.
Yeah, I'm very humbled to be here because at the same time, I'm like, I've been waiting for this.
Right? Yeah. You and 120, both of y'all have been on me like, hey, when's my turn? When's my turn? And it just so happened that you were in the right place at the right time because I think we mentioned it. We were supposed to have Joy on the podcast today, but this has been just a not typical season at all. Yeah. And it didn't work out to have her on today, but that also opens up a really cool opportunity for us to produce a kind of offset show. So we're looking forward to that.
As our favorite photographer says, God is good.
Yeah.
God is good. All right, icebreaker. Who's your favorite artist?
Are we going to talk secular or Christian?
Let's do both.
Okay, so folks that know me, I'm going to say Eminem for secular.
Okay.
So, I mean, because ever since Mockingbird and before that, it was like M all the way.
Yeah.
Secular, I would have to give it to Aha Gazelle.
Aha.
Yeah.
I could see that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you even kind of look like him.
That's a first.
I was talking about the hair, but not really.
I'm glad you didn't say Drake.
No, it's funny. I've actually got hit with Future.
Future?
Somebody said Future, and I was like, no.
Right.
So I was like, hey, okay. But yeah.
I noticed that both are in hip hop. I didn't say it was hip hop. I just asked your favorite artist.
True.
So hip hop is your preferred music genre?
I mean, I'm all around. All around. Whatever sounds good. Let's put it like that.
Yeah. You listen to country?
Yeah.
Okay.
Garth Brooks was the first person I've actually listened to. Thunder Road, my favorite.
Gotta love some country. Beyonce.
No. No offense to her, I'm just saying no.
And she's got a hit though. She does have a country hit.
She has a country song.
Yeah, I'm gonna just pause on that one.
That's funny. So, GodMade, you're, I don't know, man. I feel like between you and Ramses, it's kind of a race. Which one is the newest to the crew that has been able to get on the podcast? It's not a competition, but just highlighting that most of the people that we've had on the show, we've had a relationship with for some time. And we just met you last year.
Right.
Do you mind sharing a story of how we connected?
Of course. I could honestly say, we met through a mutual friend, 120.
Right.
120 invited me to one of your block parties you guys had, and even before that, we was at his sister's detox lounge.
Okay.
So that's where I met you guys at. But
Dude, I still don't remember running into you.
I don't either.
yeah, it was you, DC Fly. Y'all was there, and I was like, okay.
How many shows did you do there? Was it just that one?
I think that's when we met Andre Wright too,
Okay.
because I think he was doing
I
a
met
show there
you.
that night.
How many shows did you do at Detox?
I think I
Was it
only
just
did
that
the one. I think so.
Okay, because I thought so. I was like, I was there too.
That's the
Are
one
you
that Myron
not
was
familiar?
at, Myron Pierce.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
I definitely. Did we talk?
No.
Okay.
you so
y'all were so
starstruck?
like getting out.
we were on it, man, because we were working. Not only were we performing, but we were also like running sound.
Yeah, and I just got there from working. Well, I was doing temp there, but I was doing Z Trip at the time. So yeah, that was the night I met y'all and heard y'all do y'all thing, and I was like, oh,
It's the
okay.
first little seed,
Mm-hmm.
and then it grew when you came to the Walnut Hill Block Party.
Oh yeah.
There's actually a meeting coming up for that, so we'll start planning this year's block party. That's been super, super fun. Actually, the other person who I had hit up that could have been here in this interview, Isaac Ortega, he's the one that connected us with City Light Church for the first block party that we've been a part of. But that's been just a huge ministry, man. Just a great opportunity to get involved in the community.
Oh yeah.
The way that they allow us, like they put everything together and just let us come and do our thing.
Yeah.
Huge.
We were just talking about that last night about the fact that there's like the newer people to their group, but that it doesn't really matter like how long you've been. Like if you're about the mission, you know, you're about the mission.
Oh yeah.
Body.
Right.
Like No Limit Soldiers.
Oh yeah, I grew up listening to them a lot.
Okay.
From yeah, I don't even want to go that far.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Omaha.
Okay.
Family is originally from Arkansas, so there's been times where I'm in Arkansas or Little Rock, Arkansas, should I say.
Nice.
Was down there for a year, so I guess I kind of got the roots from there because everyone that talked to me before was like, "You got a country accent. You don't even sound like you from Omaha."
It's funny.
And I'm like, "Well, that's the southern side." So
Where'd you go to high school at?
I went to high school. Ooh, bring up the past.
I always ask everybody from.
No, it's
so I
cool.
can judge.
I went to Benson. No, it's okay. I went to Benson, got kicked out, and went to North.
Okay.
Graduated from North High, so yeah.
My sister got kicked out of Benson, so
That's funny. Benson don't play.
the bunnies they just hop.
Right? Yeah, we
they
even
bunnies
had
for
little.
real?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Tim Bunnies.
right.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of friends at Benson. Then that kind of transition when I went to North, and I was just like, okay. And North was a pretty good school to go to. I'm not even gonna lie. It was pretty good on the education. Like they stick you to it.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't really hear a lot about that from North Omaha. That's good to hear.
Yeah,
That's
Mr.
where my nephew's
Haynes.
So how'd you get into making music?
Ooh, so this has been a life journey. So I started in the choir at 5,
Nice.
and then at 9 years old, that's when I actually started rapping. Like my cousins was teaching me how to rap.
Wow.
So Christian rap, that's part of the question.
Sure.
I say in my early 20s.
Okay.
That's when I got into Christian rap.
Were you ever in like a group?
I couldn't call it a group because there were so many conflicts inside of it. So yeah.
But you have some like earlier recorded stuff?
No.
No?
I mean, so far in high school, there was like one song is I had my very first song. It's called "Long as Y'all Know Me, Y'all Gonna Hate Me." But you know, that kind of like went far into Vegas, and long story short, it got played a lot and remixed, and yeah, never made it out.
In Vegas?
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Did you go to Vegas?
No.
Okay. But somebody sent it out there.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
My best friend's uncle sent it out there. He actually is the one that recorded the song, and with him recording the song, he sent it out to Vegas, and they got it. Yeah, some random guy in Vegas is just like, oh, well, let me jump on this track, and I didn't hear it obviously, but he
Yeah.
just told me. I'm like, oh, really?
That's dope, man. It's always interesting hearing like people's story with their music because I kind of grew up, around music too myself, but I didn't start rapping until like 11 years ago,
2013.
2013.
I heard it
a
in the
couple
songs.
So like it's always good to reflect on where we come from, right? This is a question we don't really ask too much on the show, but like, where do you see your music going?
Man,
What's your goals for
I
it?
see big things. I'm not even gonna lie. I believe in myself, even if I be modest about it, because that's the kind of guy I am. I'm modest, but all glory be to God at the end of the day. Like, I can't say, oh, I'm gonna do it. No, he gonna do it,
gonna
because
happen through it as well.
that's where it goes.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's humble. Stay humble.
Stay humble.
absolutely.
Kids?
Yes, I have three
Okay.
daughters.
3 daughters.
3 daughters. Yeah.
Okay.
My oldest will be 6. Yep, she's 6 years old. 5, 4.
6, 5, 4. All right. You're consistent.
Yeah,
That's what's up, man. I look forward to meeting them, man.
I would love to meet him again too.
Yeah. One day. One day, man.
Yeah,
We'll be
one
praying for
day.
that.
Oh yeah, always.
So let's talk about your faith. That's one thing that I love about you, man, is from the beginning, listening to your music, like we could tell that your relationship with God is a big part of your life. Has that always been a thing?
I've always felt like I had a relationship with God before then, before my whole conversion. But until it came to, I say, is when I was incarcerated years back. So like 6 years. Yeah.
Okay. What happened?
I eventually lost my kids during all that. Little DV, but other than that, can't really complain. Yeah.
Was it losing your kids that brought you to Christ, or what? Like, what was that conversion moment?
Just losing everything, like the Book of Job.
Yeah.
Losing everything. I mean, everything I've strived and worked hard for, and end up turning my life over. Just saying. I just remember like just crying that one night, pleading to God, like just take it all away from me if this is going to get me on track. And lo and behold, everything came to fruition, if anything. And I was just like, thank you. It was kind of hard at first, but I had to be humble and accept what was coming.
Right.
Yeah.
That's huge, man. I heard a saying many years ago that rock bottom became the foundation that I built my life on. That song that we listened to yesterday at church, Firm Foundation, is basically a testament of God being that foundation that you can build your life on. So I think that's huge that in your lowest moment was the time for you to turn to God, and he's working on you and he's working through you now.
Yeah.
So your story of where you've been is not where you're going.
Right.
I love
Absolutely.
that.
Yeah. That's why I say like I resonate with that book, the Book of Job, a lot, because literally it took him to go through everything, and then to be able to see like other people in life was just like it was one of those things that kind of reality checked. So yeah, it was just very humbling for me to absolutely just be like, okay, well, I know I can't control things because that's all I ever tried to do was try to control things. But in life, I just learn to accept whatever comes, and just try to move forward.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
They say that you can control two things in life: your attitude and your actions.
And some people would say I have been pretty good at that, and I've been, modest about it. Just like, okay, thank you. Like,
Yeah.
it took practice. It did just come overnight. So yeah.
It's good, man.
What do you do besides music?
Oh, man, I have many talents. I'm not even gonna lie. I used to draw a lot.
What?
Do you have a style?
Um, None particular, freehand, more likely. Uh, Sometimes off the dome, I just draw something, whatever I see. Um, I love Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, all
Anime.
that. Yeah, all the anime stuff.
Who's your favorite Dragon Ball character?
That'd be kind of hard, I'm gonna be honest, but it's Vegeta.
Vegeta. Okay, I like
If you
Vegeta.
had known, that could have been your icebreaker.
All right.
Yeah, Vegeta, I mean, if you look at his character and how he plays out, it's just like he loves hard, but he
time.
hides it also.
Yeah.
So it's
For
like
sure.
he's just resilient.
Her comments for sure. She don't even know who Vegeta is. Sorry to
That'd be joke.
not to distract from what you were saying. So drawing, freehand drawing.
Painting.
Okay.
I used to, as a kid, just take anything and try to form it and, sculpture it. So,
Sculpting.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so I had a big imagination.
Like a
I still,
tinkerer.
yeah,
Like to tinker with stuff.
yeah.
It's
I had a
artist.
yeah, artist at heart.
For real. Okay. That's another point with that artist question is I also didn't say music. So that for you to pick out a music artist, that's interesting.
Yeah.
A couple of things. So at the Scatter Acres show, I hope he comes. I pray to God that he comes. I have this friend. His name's Jared Palmore. He goes by 3 Feet Deep. So he sings and he plays the blocks. Like he just hits like some 2x4 blocks while he's singing. It makes a beat. Super dope. But this dude is the most amazing spray paint artist you'll ever see. He paints like mountains and dragons with spray paint.
Wow.
How does he do that? I have no idea.
Was
But
he
it's
at
so
Juneteenth?
amazing. Possibly.
I think I know who you're talking about.
I don't know if you were there, but when we were doing the Urban Voice, we did like a summer solstice or something at the Rockets canteen. He was outside spray painting.
Out in the back?
It was like out front.
I think I know who you're
Like,
talking
spot
about.
on 24th and Lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was out there. I actually have a painting from him that he did all with spray paint, and it's just amazing how he paints these beautiful
Very
canvases.
intricate details. Using,
Details,
Yeah.
waterfalls, and trees. It's nuts, man. Like you could see the scales on the dragon.
That's tight.
It was pretty crazy. The other thing is, I don't know how it got into my algorithm, but TikTok has been showing me videos of sculptors. So like someone just sitting there in front of a pot and they're like sculpting pots and stuff. I found this one dude, I think he's in like Africa or something. I just assume it's Africa, I don't know. But he's like playing music and singing with the music while he's live
Right.
making pots. And I would assume that he probably sells the pots. Like,
Wow.
that's such a hustle. Like you're on live, you got all these people watching you, probably making some money off of like the views.
Right.
And then he's also making stuff that he can sell.
That's what's up.
Stuff like that is super cool.
Yeah, that would be super cool just to see. I mean, like I said, I explained to you before, I'm willing to do everything that Humble Kingz and Good Vibes do because That sounds pretty fun. This is the
Yeah.
Back in the day, I made a pretty dope sculpture myself. And I was using toothpicks and mini marshmallows.
What'd you
yeah.
make?
A house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I made a cube with a triangle on the top. It was pretty amazing.
Good job.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Did you come to the Christmas party that we did?
Yeah, that day I got tired. I had to stay itis because I ate before I came.
Oh, that itis hit you.
Yeah, it hit me hard, and I was like, oh.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I need to
Were
go.
you there for the gingerbread competition, though?
Mm-mm.
Man. You ever, like, made a gingerbread house?
I have
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, decorated and everything?
decorated everything, put the little candies on the windows, and
Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just haven't did it in a while. But yeah, I wish I would have stayed that day, but I was so tired.
Oh, I get it.
I
man.
tried to drink the coffee, but that didn't work.
I'm the same way. I feel like coffee does not,
No,
it does
no,
not energize
no.
me. I feel like it just tastes good.
I mean,
It just tastes good.
as many times I've worked on projects that I've constantly worked on, and it'd be late at night, and literally I go into the lab, sit there, drink coffee, stir the stew on the song, and be like, oh, okay.
Fall asleep.
And just be falling asleep and be like, dang,
Mhm.
okay. I don't
I know people all
need
the
no
time
more.
are like, oh, I could never drink coffee late at night. I'll be up all night. And I'm like, I will literally drink a cup of coffee and go
And
to
go to
bed.
sleep.
My
Yeah,
my
the same.
coworker would literally tell you there's like a collection of coffees. Coffee sitting on the dash. Coffee sitting on the floor. Like I was like, bro, we need to yeah, throw these out.
Do you like it for the taste?
The energy from it.
Okay. So you do actually feel the caffeine?
Yeah, I feel the caffeine, but then it's just like a slow grog that just comes down. So yeah.
That sugar crash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough stuff.
Yeah. I'm drinking it always, so I mean, I guess I kind of grown a immunity to it. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Let's talk about art. So, been considering renewing my membership with the, I was about to say the wrong place, the Union for Contemporary Arts. That's a place we gotta go check out. Shout out to Union for Contemporary Arts. Y'all watching? I will take my sponsorship money. They're not sponsoring us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this place is dope, man. They've got like an art gallery of different art that people have made. They do a fellowship co-op every year that they accept so many artists. Actually, Andrea Joy just got accepted into their fellowship for this year. So that's pretty dope. We'll definitely have to go check out whatever she comes up with. But the cool thing about it is it's a nonprofit to support artists, and they have resources for all sorts of artists. They have a photography studio. They have the studio where they display art that people produce. I think they even have like a kiln for pottery. And then they also have a shirt press and like a computer lab where you can go and do like digital art.
Right.
Like it's a super dope place. And they have workshops too. So if you want to learn more about like sculpting or whatever, like that's a dope spot we have to check out.
I forgot to mention that I do a little poetry too.
Poetry?
Yeah.
Prove it.
Okay. I got
I got ready.
Patty
on
Wax,
the
give
spot.
a dog a bone.
All right, and then when we come back for part two, how you rap a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
One fish.
You got
two
your poem
fish,
ready?
three fish.
Yeah.
Be like, I wrote this on the way here.
Let's see. I'm trying to see, because I got a
on the
lot. Like I
spot.
said, I got a lot of.
Yeah, not to put you on the spot, but to put you on the spot. I'm from the Show Me State. I don't know if you know that.
What state is that?
That's Missouri. Show me.
Misery.
Uh,
Just in case you
it's so
know you were
much.
good to us.
we were actually in Kansas.
We were in both.
Were we in Missouri?
Mm-hmm.
When?
The wheel is in Missouri. Char Bar, I believe, is in Missouri.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Okay, so it's Victory.
All right. Let's go.
So some victories look like losses and never feels like what they're called to be. 'Cause I've been there and seen what it brings. Not trying to make any excuses, but somehow brings you through a tough break. Just like losing a loved one and they got a break from life's reality. Wishing it was you, but God is telling you that's not true. 'Cause it's worth living not knowing the truth and acknowledging its fruits. Peace be still and know that He is God and wills everything. Friendships, family, and even common enemy. Hold fast to these words, 'cause these are all I hear. God is the author and He is in our vote as God is our author and I am here as a volunteer. Now I know I didn't choose this, it drew me near. Victory looks like shiny gold. Rewards won for best actor, actress, favorite hit song in every playlist, but never for you to take hits. That's kind of deep for me, I ain't gonna lie. Walking away because you knew you were, because you knew where it would take you, and nothing nice of it is mistaken. I don't know what I was trying to say there.
I like
What victory looks like is walking away from a car crash when someone hit you going 90 miles per hour.
Amen.
And you live to see another day and tell about it. Victory is like dying on your knees because of what you believe, and you don't have to agree with what you don't have to agree. That's what the word of life tells me as I read. Victory is more than an expression. Victory is silence, humbling yourself in front of those who accuse you. Victory is peace that tells you about you. Victory is God's way of setting you free from everything that you have been through from the age of 5. Maybe that's just me, but victory is in me. And man, that's what victory looks like to me. Victory.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Now that you dropped that gem, we need you to drop how people can get in contact with you before we wrap up this first half of our show.
Well, you can go to YouTube and find me at GM Litty _402. You can find me on Facebook, GodMade Litty. One word, GodMade. Instagram, same thing. With the underscore. Yep.
All right. Well, when we come back, we're going to have to talk about that KC trip a little bit, and then also the origin of your name.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. This has been part 1 of our episode with GodMade Litty, my brother, fellow Humble King. We appreciate you being here, man, and we'll see you guys next time.
Welcome back to another episode of our Humble Podcast. I'm Christina, and with me I have my amazing hosts, GT. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rested? Rejuvenated?
Not really. I want to go back to sleep.
Well,
We're here.
you got some time. And with us today, we have in the studio GodMade Litty.
Hey, GM Litty.
He needs like a
Litty.
he needs a flyness kind of thing, you know, a sound to go with it.
GodMade Litty.
No, that's not it. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm up
Nice.
All the way.
all the way. Yeah.
Yeah, icebreaker.
No, because you already asked the icebreaker question without even realizing you were asking an icebreaker question in part 1. That's a good one.
Marvel or DC?
Ooh, Marvel. All the way.
Favorite Marvel character?
I don't know. I just love Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best
so many
Marvel
to choose
movie
from.
you've seen lately?
Best Marvel movie I've seen lately?
Might be hard.
Kind of got to preface that. Like, do you like the Marvel movies?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. The Endgame was pretty dope. It was pretty emotional.
Yeah, Endgame was nuts.
I think some people cried.
Do you like the Spider-Man?
Spider-Man, yeah.
Stop it. I just realized what you said. Spider-Man, No Way Home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, we got some haters in the room who actually didn't like that movie.
Who?
He explained it. He explained it on his episode, so we won't give him a hard time too much about it.
Please be sure to check out the archives for Ramses Barrio.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. If you're not, please follow us: Facebook, Instagram,
YouTube.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Our Humble Podcast. So, GodMade Litty. What does that mean?
You
It's
said
a
it so,
funny.
like,
It's such a funny story how it came up. Before I actually got to doing my music again, it was supposed to be for like a mixtape or album.
The name of the album? Okay.
Yeah, it was literally just God made, and I just kept hearing God talk to me like, "Hey, God made," and I'm like, "Hold on, wait a minute, it just got a ring to it."
Mm-hmm.
And so I just was like, "Okay, well, fall back, take the name." He just gave me a new name. It's kind of like what he did with all his servants, and it's just like, okay, now I got a new name.
That's good.
And I just kind of took off with it from there.
Where'd the Litty come from?
Litty
That's 'cause it got
actually
hacked.
came. So Litty actually came from hearing it so much. Like people was telling me that my music was fire, and not just that it was fire. They were saying my name was fire, and I was just like, did my little research. Ain't heard nobody with it, so I was like, oh, GodMade Litty.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, I was thinking about it on the way over here. Like, man, GodMade Litty, Jesus Little Brother. Like, those some fire names.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm GT dying.
Right.
Not that I'm comparing myself or
It's
anything.
dope. It's still dope. Yeah.
I appreciate it, man. It's my name.
all governmental and whatnot.
Right. I might as well actually, I have been considering like a rebrand because I'm George Turner the Fourth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna change my name to IV because it's the Roman number for 4.
Right.
Yeah,
GT4?
just
Grandpa?
IV.
No.
Just Ivy?
Just IV.
GTIV?
No, he
Just
wants
IV.
Just
Ivy.
Ivy? Hey. I'm
It's like,
pretty
I don't
good.
like it.
I'm pretty good at picking names. So I'm just,
His face was like, I'm like, Ivy.
Ivy.
Because
It's
I
still-
feel like when people
Hey.
hear it, they think of IVY.
Yeah.
Like Ivy, it's delicate, but it's also like encroaching, but it's also like,
I might actually even
Delicate.
call you Ford when I see you. What's up, Ford?
4. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is. 4.
Yeah.
That's my daughter.
I mean, because we got the weekend, Friday, and all these other, but they're not Christian rappers.
Right.
So Ford wouldn't be a bad idea. I could see it.
I can
I
see
couldn't.
that. I can see that.
Yeah. Just change the lettering or however,
Some
That's a
things
mistake.
to think about. I don't know. Anyway, that's a conversation for
Yeah.
another day. So, in the first part of the episode, you shared about a lot of your creative passions, a lot of your different creative outlets. What inspires you to create? Like, why? How did you become so creative?
I've always been creative. Ever since my birth. My mom would tell you if she was alive.
Oh, that's my mom too.
I've
Sorry to
just,
hear that.
no, it's okay. It's been years, multiple years. Let's put it like that. No, I've just always been capable of knowing me. Uh, Most times it was because I was distracted with the world and letting everything try to take me from it. But eventually, like last year with us getting started, that was just kind of like the push. Kind of just in the moment of still kind of losing some things. So I just basically kind of like took off with that energy and just absorbed it and just let it project. Yeah. I'm still grinding to this day. Songs constantly coming, ideas, all types of stuff.
Yeah.
It's a constant process for me.
I like how you put that. Like, I've always been creative.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we were created by the most creative creator that's ever created. And a lot of people really have a hard time of recognizing their creativity, let alone walking in it.
Right.
So what advice would you give to somebody who maybe doesn't believe that they're creative or wants to get started in doing something creative? And I don't know if those are two different questions for you, but.
Man, I could honestly say, just keep doing it. If you love it, do it. Don't quit. You might have roadblocks. You might have things that want to stop you. But at the end of the day, just don't quit. Because that's the easiest thing, which I've learned from multiple people, is quitting is the easiest thing for us. And I've done that in my life before. And that goes along with the Christian music that I was doing before. I quit, but I quit for a reason, a good reason, not to disobey him. But quitting is the easiest thing in human life. So at the end of the day, I try to not give up so easily, because that's the easy thing to do for us.
For sure.
Yeah.
What about someone who's never actually considered themselves a creative person? Like, do you believe that some people are more creative than others? Some people just have no creative abilities?
Everybody has it. They just got to acknowledge it.
Right.
Yeah. I know it is hard for some people to accept that, somebody might be better than them, but that's how life is. Everybody has that level and degree in life that somebody's going to be better than them regardless. I feel like somebody's better than me, but I'm not going to accept that, because I know I'm facing me at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, I'm my worst enemy. I'm my biggest critic. I don't go and be like, oh no, he or she got this going on. No, it comes when it comes. I work for it, so I mean, it's not that hard, but they just gotta acknowledge it. Yeah.
For sure. Like that. I had a question that just completely escaped my mind. Sorry.
So one of the questions that we added this season that sometimes we remember to talk about and other times we don't, like, it sounds like you do a lot of things all the time. What do you do that helps you to like recharge yourself so that you're like at your best? What does rest look like for you?
Solitude. Solitude would be, especially when I feel like I don't need to do so much, I just gaze at the stars most times. And that's where I find my peace, because I'm closer with them, and that's where I just feel like I'm at peace. Yeah.
I gotta say, for me, this Kansas City trip was good because I feel like the group as a whole has a lot of extroverts. And for the innies, sometimes you feel too quiet, or you know what I mean, like overlooked or overwhelmed. And so when we're in Kansas City, and you and your lovely lady were both like, this is a lot. I was like, yes, there's more introverts. Like, it's a lot. So like, how do you feel like you have like a personality, not like multiple personalities or anything, but like where you are like, you have to turn on to like perform and be? Is that outside of like your character? If that makes sense.
Me being an introvert, I mean, I kind of planned for that because I've been wanting to get away for a minute and just get outside of Omaha. So sometimes I have to get out of my body just to. I know I kind of explained that to Ramsey's a little different, but no, I have to get out of myself sometimes.
Like being on stage in
Being
front
on
of like a
stage,
large crowd.
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
because it kind of it's kind of like a I'm trying to figure out how to put it. What's that thing? That word? It's kind of an inspiration thing. Cause once I get like numerous of songs like before we did Good Vibes events, that was inspiration for me, just to my creativity, and that was one of the inspirations that came upon like with us going to Kansas City and being downtown and all that other stuff. Yeah, it was needed, if anything.
Yeah, I think for me, I'm going to answer the question even though it's your interview.
So tell me.
I also like I do a pretty decent job of being able to spark a conversation with most anybody, but talking to people too much drains me.
Mm-hmm.
So when we know that there's a show coming up, like you definitely have to channel something outside of yourself to be able to have the energy on stage and to be able to lead the crowd. One thing that has been super helpful for me is to take time and like be in prayer. God, use me as a vessel. Give me the words that you want me to speak to this audience.
Absolutely.
You know, give me the energy to really lead people.
I've actually did that before we even got into this.
Like,
Yeah,
that's
I
awesome.
did that. I was like, God, just take the wheel, because I know that I might actually choke up on my words.
Right.
So I mean, but
You've
as
been
soon
doing
as
great.
like I said, mentally prepared. I came in mentally prepared, mentally ready. So, like I said, I've been waiting for this. God already placed the table before me, and it was like, here you go. So I
Nice.
just took it.
I love it.
So when it comes to your music, what is your writing style? Like, are you the kind of person who can have the lyrics and you find the beat, or do you like to find like a beat instrumental and then write to that? What's your process?
It's kind of both. It's kind of both. Sometimes I just write down freestyles that come up. Sometimes it's like whatever the beat says, and then I follow that beat. And then most times what I do is I go in and then I sit back, just listen to the beat, and I freestyle it first. See whatever comes out, what's snappy, what sounds good, and that's how I treat my music every time. Yeah. Sometimes it's just off the top and the beat just be right there and be like, wait a minute. Well, wow, where'd this come from? All glory to God.
I gotta know where you get your beats from because your beat selection is on point.
Ah, man, it's on YouTube.
You get it from YouTube?
Yeah, I get it from YouTube,
Okay.
BeatStars. I mean, I just have a good variety, a good sounding. When I find that particular beat, and like I said, most of it comes from God, because literally I'd be thinking about a song, and that song pops up on that beat, and I'd be like, oh. So that's how it works.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I remember my question from earlier. I was gonna ask what you do for fun.
What do I do for fun?
Yeah.
Play Clue
For hours.
4 hours.
I used to be a video gamer. I'm still a gamer at heart,
Okay.
but I haven't had time, really.
Word.
Yeah, so much work, and yeah, I just
Well, prep yourself. That's going to give you some time for our Christmas party this year, word is there's going to be a Mario Kart competition going on. Exhibition.
Do a Mario
What do you
Kart
call it?
tournament.
Tournament. That's the word I was looking for.
I need to
Mario
sharpen up on
Kart
that.
tournament. That's my preferred style of gaming.
Mario Kart.
Well, just like real basic like that. Like, I don't
You don't want to play Smash Bros tournament?
Nope, because here's what happens when I play Smash Brothers. And maybe if I was playing on like a 90-inch screen, but I feel like
That
even
LED
then,
wall.
I lose my person all the time. And I'm like, where am I? And he'll be like, you just jumped off the cliff. And I'm like, I don't even know. I don't know. It's too much. There's too much going on. No. I just need to keep track of my little car. That's it.
Gotcha.
Maybe like 2-player mode.
And you have your
max.
own screen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be helpful too.
So you used to video game. What do you do now?
Music.
Just work on music.
Just music.
That's your fun
Sports?
downtime.
Sports. I get into basketball.
Okay.
Obviously, go to State Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Movies?
Movies. I don't really have a taste. I just watch whatever's good sometimes, you know. I try to stay away from that lane and just focus on what I need to focus on, delivering my messages.
That's some laser focus, man.
Dedication.
Right. What are you learning in life in this season? What is this season of life teaching you?
Ooh, that life can life you.
Life you up.
Put that on
It
a
can
shirt.
life you.
Life can life you.
Because like when we was in Kansas, it's crazy how he brought it up that I've been praying for a certain thing to happen in my life. And I mean, I've prayed for this, obviously. He's already shown it. But there's other things that I've been praying for, and I did come to a place where I wanted to like give up, but my faith wouldn't let me. My faith just was like, no, just keep pushing forward. And every time, in every moment in my life before all this, that's what everybody have said to me. Just keep moving forward.
Yeah.
And those reminders are the great reminders that keep coming back. Like I have a song, I haven't released it, but it's on my YouTube channel. It's obviously a dedication to my aunt. It's me asking the question, how to move forward. And most people, they said they loved the song, and I was just like, yeah, I wish I could have released it. Because well, I didn't buy the beat.
Get a different beat.
Yeah, I would. But yeah, it would take a lot of me to try to go and find that beat, especially when I'm trying to do the next best thing.
Gotcha.
So it's like like I said, it's a constant thing. My mind just like, okay, on to the next. All right,
Okay.
on to the next.
I now understand after like hearing from you, like you can't release a beat or a song if it has a beat. I get it, but like with your song, like when you hear a song and you start to vibe with it, I feel like you vibe with every aspect of it, the words, the mood, the everything. And so to just switch up the instrumental or beat, I feel like it's so like if
It takes
especially
away,
that song
yeah.
sounds like it's very personal to you.
Yeah.
So to just be able to find like something to replace that, I feel like
Yeah.
that would be really hard.
I hear you. Also, in the same sense, sometimes changing the music can make it even better. The song King, I have to play you the original instrumental for that sometime.
Okay.
I love the original instrumental, and then the same situation, I didn't own that instrumental. I got it from YouTube.
Right.
So I sent it to Riley, shout out to Famous, and I was like, hey, can you like make a beat kind of inspired from this? And he did it, and that's the beat that I use for King now.
Oh, okay.
And it hit so much harder than the original one. But in the same sense, I get it, like there's a emotional, spiritual attachment to this song as it is. So maybe you can't.
Right.
You can release it as a mixtape.
That is a good idea.
Right?
Yeah.
T's doing that with the Underground Railroad, that he's taking these industry instrumentals and is repurposing them for his sound and his, his ideas, and he's gonna release them. They'll be available for like on the mixtape platforms. I'm not sure if you could post it onto YouTube. Obviously, you have that song on YouTube.
Yeah.
But he also has it on Bandcamp. I think he's able to, like Bandcamp has, it allows a little more freedom in that.
Right.
Obviously, you can't put it on Spotify.
Right. Yeah.
Be like Kanye, had to take it down.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that's where my music is too. It's on Spotify.
That music on Spotify?
Yeah, Spotify, Apple Music, all platforms.
Didn't you just release some songs?
Yeah, I did. And I have another one coming soon.
And a music video
Yeah.
recently.
Shot by REB Media.
Yeah.
For all your photography needs, please.
Shout out to Ramses.
Man.
Ramsey, man, if I could tell a story about how I met Ramses.
Okay.
Yeah, because there was one of them vibe nights. We was at the Sosa. Ramses, and it's crazy because that was the day I had my aunt's funeral. And I just came in, like, mentally prepared just to do music. Sadly but surely, I didn't want to be around my family. But I was like, this is my career, if anything. I want to go in there. Yeah, and I just seen Ramses, and then I seen the pictures that he sent. And I was like, dude, like, you can catch my angles.
So you got my angles. You got my
I was like, you know what? I would pursue a relationship with him because he seems like a pretty decent, cool guy. Yeah.
Rams is pretty dope.
I mean, I don't want to make him feel awkward, like, if he were to hear this, but I'm literally, like, mind blown that he is 18 years old and just, like, the passion that he has and,
Man,
like, the
big.
things he's going to accomplish. Like, it gives me so much hope having,
Big,
like,
big.
a teenager and a preteen to know that there's teenagers out there that have, like, these fires, It's
Yeah.
So much wisdom, too.
Yeah.
the old soul, the old man.
Yeah.
The old
Yeah.
man in
Old
that
man.
teen
He
body.
kind of reminds me. He had that vision,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
vision to see things that most people don't see,
Yeah,
and I respect him for that because I'm like, dude, like,
right. I'm like, at 18, I was a
like
fool.
I got it. I got it.
By the way, we're not just saying that because he's in the studio.
No. No. I see him like a little brother. Like, that's my guy.
Right?
Yeah.
So dope. I mean, this is your interview. We're here to talk about you, man. But I'll have to tell you over dinner how we met Ramses. It's crazy, dude. It's like total
It's not
God.
crazy.
It is. It's nuts.
It's not crazy, though.
I think it's crazy.
That's like saying that you're lucky. It's not crazy. What?
Agree to disagree. It just amazes me how it happened. If I can say that.
No.
Anyway, so
I just feel like his works are crazy, but that was why I was saying that. His blessings.
I'm not saying crazy is a bad thing. Like, it's just mind-boggling. God works in mysterious ways.
Yeah.
Very mysterious.
Very.
It's crazy.
Very.
So if you could drop again how people can reach you, how they can find your music, and maybe some of your other work.
In like 30 seconds so that you can like give another sample of your talents.
You can find me at GM Litty / _402. That's literally on YouTube. You can find me on Spotify. You can find me on Apple Music. You can find me on all musical platforms, and Facebook also. You can find me on there. Instagram.
All right. Bars. Drop some bars. You need a beatbox?
You got a minute.
Let's see.
What in the world?
That'd be kind of hard. I haven't freestyle. I mean, I freestyle. I freestyle privately. Let's put it like
Gotcha.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's when I feel like my creative thoughts come through.
Do you want to freestyle one of your songs?
Freestyle one of my songs.
Acapella.
My determination is on a whole nother scale. Yeah, that's it.
If I could offer some advice, honed that skill, that show that we were at on Friday,
Mm-hmm.
that would have gone over a acapella so much better than, because that sound system was not it.
No, it wasn't. And I'm sorry to say that, but it was just like, okay, I need
was
to
a
back
karaoke
up and
machine.
hear this. I need to hear it because I just didn't feel the vibe.
Yeah,
I would
that's why I was
also-
trying to prep you for that.
I would
Yeah.
also agree with that because like you've been at shows before, like when we were in California, Florida, and if they can't get your music, yeah. And it's also just kind of dope to hear you guys go a cappella. Speaking of Eminem, you know, at the end, you know that movie, he's like,
Oh yeah.
"Oop, the beat,
Wow.
I'm gonna go a cappella."
I mean, there's times that I just do that. Like I said, private. I literally just go off the top, and sometimes it's like, why the heck did I not write that down? I feel like that's why I say I connect with Eminem so much because he literally like he goes into the lab. Sometimes he'll forget to write that what he said that thing so good that it was just like, dang, I forgot to write it.
And it's gone.
Yeah.
Jeez. Just
There's
like this
been
episode.
a whole bunch of
That was
They're telling us to wrap up, so we gotta get out of here.
Okay.
Thank you, man, for being a part of the show. Put you on the spot, put you in the spotlight.
It's been humbling. Very humbling.
Yeah, thank you for saying yes and being here. We're gonna get out of here so they don't have to do too much editing to this episode. So see you guys.
Gotcha.
until next time.
All right.